you think events like DAW will influence the global arbitration in India, especially?
Uh, First of all, thanks for having me. I think events like DAW is a very good opportunity for all arbitrators or enthusiasts to come together, understand first the current scenario in the arbitration industry field in India. Uh, a lot of the panelists and lot of speakers bring insights from global arbitrations also. So that's very informative to somebody who may not have information on that unless they are through and through sitting and reading judgments. Now, we may not always have the time to do that. So sitting in one panel in a day, if it's giving me more information that I would otherwise have, is very helpful. Secondly, while we have panelists from across the globe, it also lets them see where has India progressed as far as arbitration is concerned. India is a very, very leading and a competitive market. It's a very important jurisdiction. It's a very important geography. It's a very important economy. Keeping all of that in mind, and I say this because I know one of the biggest fears, that companies or corporates have doing business in India is our legal system. They fear the judiciary. God forbid if they were to ever get into disputes, and disputes happen. These are contractual disputes which may not happen, but they would not want to face those challenges. So when we show that we are on par with most of the other institutionalized arbitrations across the globe, I think it puts us on the map where we belong, and in an empowered way more than in a negative way.
So, tell me something. Do you believe AI will eventually be able to assist with the more complex and discretionary tasks performed by arbitrators?
Complex and discretionary, even if AI can perform, I would genuinely, eagerly request everyone not to do that and let the human brain be at work for that. I think it's of course very intelligent, and like I said, the information has to be, as if you're following Parag Agarwal on Twitter, the ex-CEO of Twitter, you now see him building a company which is feeding information to AI that may be relevant to you. I think today, let's assume a layman comes on the internet and says, I want to know the position of Section 39 of Arbitration Act. Does not mention the country, does not mention the details of the section, just random question that he may ask. He may not even know if the information he's getting is with geography. So I think what I'm trying to get to is that while a questionnaire may not, the person questioning may not be the most informed person, may not be absolutely feeding in the right punch words to get the information that he wants. Too much information is also misinformation. So let's just say that while in arbitration or any field for that matter of fact, unless and until you know that it's actually working as well as in human would work, I don't think it's irrelevant. Let's just say if you asked me a question about, let's say if you were to switch on, and ask me a question about arbitration, I would assume you're talking to me about arbitration in India, or you would ask me a specific question, what is the arbitration situation in India on XYZ topic. If you were talking to somebody Singapore-based, you would ask the specific question. So in the absence of the right punch words, AI can be misleading, and till the time that's not got definitive, I wouldn't want everyone to rely on that. And let's not say, I think dealing with lawyers and dealing with the issues that we have at hand are still very, very complex.
And there are still hallucinations being reported.
100%.
Yeah. So, looking ahead, what do you think will be the most transformative development in international arbitration?
I think enforcement challenges is one of the most important points.
My first question.
Yeah. I'm not going to get into the strategy part of that, but enforcement challenges, because while we've got institutionalized arbitrations, we may have one venue and one seat. Enforcement, in case of ambiguity, again becomes a problem. Not even ambiguity, I think, the way a contract is drafted and keeping in mind the laws can become a problem. And I think enforcement will always continue to be the biggest challenge we face, and hopefully get better with that.
If you want to say that, where do you see arbitration after 5 years in India?
In India, I hope it's a lot more of Aab Med Aab, as SIEC and SIMC has it. I hope that the time taken for passing an award is quicker than it already is. I know most of them, keep up with the timelines, but a lot of times that is not the case, and the extension is sought by the arbitrators themselves So I hope that is taken care of as well. And issues, and the reason I say mediation is because some issues are better resolved through mediation in the interest of the parties doing business together. So that I think is something I would really look forward to and hope that it comes in.
If you have to define Delhi Arbitration Weekend in one word, what that would be?
A great experience since it's my first one here.
Just one word.
Great experience. I'm going to still take two. I'm a lawyer.
Thank you so much. Thank
Thanks
you so
having
much
me,
for
Bhumika.
giving me your
Appreciate
time.
it. Thank you.
Lovely meeting you.